this was post him releasing her from her contract and giving her royalties and shit. And I think her publishing, and she was like, "Oh, he the greatest shit since just for me." You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, what we was talking about, I caught that. I love those commercials. Anyway,
Just for me.
we was talking about the UNLV situation that's going on that's been making all the headlines right now as far as sports. It was pretty much a slow week for the most part after my boys lost on Monday, but that's another story. Yesterday, the starting quarterback, uh, gave him the deuces. Said, "I'm out." UNLV for like the first time in I don't know how many years they got an undefeated season so far. Mainly because of this new quarterback that they got, a senior that transferred in, and he said that yeah, they promised me 100,000, and so far they only gave me 3.
Damn.
Yeah, so him and his agent they went on social media and gave him the deuces,
Hey, you
and was like,
can't.
"I'm
Yeah.
going red shirt." And probably keep his eligibility for next season or whatever, and yeah, go get paid.
Motherfucker need to go to Colorado.
He came from, he came from, I forget where he came from, but it might have been over there, but not Colorado. But
Oh,
maybe,
Sanders, boy. He
Can't
maybe
can't they do something for a breach of contract though? Because I'm
it
sure he
was
signed something.
it was
verbal.
probably
That's
verbal.
money on
Verbal.
the
Yeah,
table.
that
It was
verbal. That's how they
verbal.
get you.
Yep, it was
Oh,
verbal. But the thing is, Miss Kiki, they play Saturday. They don't have a quarterback. He's the key to their squad for them being undefeated, having an undefeated season.
I hit the motherfuckers right in the nuts. I want 5, motherfucker. 500. I want half a mil.
And mind you, so this is on the low end. 100K ain't shit in this
That's what I'm
NIL
saying.
money.
Come
Yeah,
on, man. Hey, big
he was
bro.
giving them a
Big
deal.
big bro. I didn't know that.
ninety-seven
Listen,
thousand.
listen. I didn't even know that motherfucking they got the college football game out for like PlayStation and shit
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so because you remember, like my son, he was with Washington in 2015, and he said I was correct. I said that's the last time that they had the games on like PlayStation and Xbox, right? He said yeah, but I'm like shit. I said so now these players getting broke off some of that shit
NIL, name, image, and
and
likeness.
likeness. Yeah, you can't just make these games and
Why you think
the,
what you call it is Reggie Bush is suing. He's suing SC. He's suing everybody now. They gave him back his Heisman because remember they tried to OJ his ass because he got paid.
man.
That's
Fuck
why
out
they
of here.
snatched his shit. He got
Yeah.
paid, but he fucked up. He should have paid dude when he got on. He didn't. He didn't think old boy was gonna sue his ass, and he did.
Mhm.
And that's when it hit the fan. But now kids are getting paid, and a lot of players are joining these class action lawsuits, trying to get paid because, like you said, games and stuff are still out there with their name, image, and likeness.
Let me tell you something, man. Right. Listen, what channel? I think just how they play the old boxing matches on like the boxing network and
Yeah,
shit. Don't they
yeah.
still play the old football games?
Yes, on what you call it, Big Ten Network, Pac-12, all that stuff.
And,
Yes.
and here's the thing. Let's say the season the football team take in. I'm just gonna throw this out here like 140 million, right? They
Hmm.
not spending all that money. They stacking that shit every season. Yeah,
Hmm.
it might go towards a $50,000 scholarship,
Hmm.
some of that money. And they use it to finance, a lot of times the football program ends up financing the rest of the school's sports activities and shit.
Hmm.
But god damn it, y'all about to have to pay some motherfuckers out, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got
Like I
over it.
said,
Y'all got fat while everybody else starved.
yeah, they about to break bread. They just settled the whole what you call it, trying to pay former players and stuff like that with like you said, because they were stacking all that cash
Yeah.
every single year, and they lock in these new deals, and now you damn near have to have cable to watch football, period.
Yeah.
You got to stream it on Peacock, you got to do all kind of other
Yeah.
shit. Most folks don't have that,
Yeah.
so they sign these contracts and the kids aren't getting the money, it's the schools. And now
Right.
they open it up so that they can get endorsements. You watch a Colorado game and see how many KFC commercials with fucking Dion and all his kids and his
Right.
mama.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
getting paid.
Might be the last season of this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, man. They
Yeah.
advertise space. They'll start selling fucking spots on the jerseys, like have them look like NASCAR
No, no. I'm not.
hoods.
I'm not talking about that, Cuddy. I'm talking about for Dion, man. They said the shit ain't looking too good up there, man.
No, he good. After that game, did y'all not see what happened Saturday night? The fucking Hail Mary.
I heard.
Yeah, bro, his stock
He
is
better
up.
keep that shit up, man.
I thought she was talking about they want him to go to another school because how he transformed Colorado. They already talked about they want him to bump up. I'm thinking Florida. They want him to go to the yeah.
Well, good
So
for him. I'm glad he succeeded because
he's doing his thing.
It was gonna be on his ass if he failed.
They're gonna be on his ass regardless, man.
No, but not like if he failed. They'd have been like, that was
of course.
HBCU.
You know, like he said, they're gonna judge him on a different. They're gonna judge him on a different scale. They act like he's out there playing. You know, it goes against this Hall of Famer and with his sons out there doing what they doing. But bro, I actually watched the last 10 minutes of that game. Beautiful. If you get a chance, just the last 5 minutes, just check it out. It was one of those like that's gonna be in the books. It was beautiful. But
right on.
We could get into it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get cracking.
Look up.
All right, man. First things first, man. We got to jump into this latest shit that just came out. This goddamn boiled egg contest, or not boiled egg.
It's not a contest. It's a test.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, it is a contest with them Diddy niggas, man.
Oh my god!
Wait a minute. What's going on?
This is why you need TikTok. Tank sent me a link about Suge Knight's interview that's making the rounds now about the fucking boiled egg. Go ahead, man. Play it. Go ahead.
You talking about motherfuckers cracking eggs with their assholes, spitting the egg out, keeping the shell?
Come on, man.
Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second,
Suge. You just look.
Suge,
you gotta do
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Is that Chris Cuomo?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the Cuomos.
It's called the boiled egg test. It's to take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg. They have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break. They say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second, Suge.
You just look.
Suge,
you gotta do
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Yeah.
If the egg breaks, you ain't put enough work in yet.
Yeah.
So that means you have a loose ass.
Look like a scrunchie. Why somebody in the comments say
yeah. Go ahead, man.
Scrunchie. Why somebody in the comments say Diddy ain't gonna have no problem? See, listen, man. Listen. Cuddy told me this story about. Well, he told me this joke that I think it was him, Bam, and all them used to say about everybody in drama class or acting. What was that joke, Cuddy?
Oh yeah. Man, back when Doogie Howser come out and said he was gay, I was in shock. And my brother was like, hey man, these are the same kids from drama class. They've been gay since we were in high school. Like ain't nothing changed. They just famous now. It was like, oh, okay. All right, I got it.
So I say all that to say, man, I think for us it's abnormal. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, just the square bears of the world, you know what I mean? That shit is abnormal. But for them, I think the people that flock to that shit either be people that's, you know what I'm saying, not in the know or don't believe it, or it's motherfuckers that's just ready for the play. I think it's people that's ready for just like, hey man, fuck it. I ain't gay, but if it mean I'm gonna get the opportunity to be a star, hey, what's a little dick here and there?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you listen, some of these stories that you hear, when these, it's just like the women. When these women, after all this time and they start, teeters out and shit, all of a sudden somebody then took advantage of them and made them get on the casket couch. And it's like, no, you had an option. And you decided not to turn down that role that, for that $1 million or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now that you ain't popping no more and ain't nobody need you for a granny role, now something happened to you. With the dudes, I think it's the same exact shit because they said, Okay, I read it. They said there's a study. There's a study that says that men are raped equally as much as if not more than women. The thing is, men and boys. The thing is, men, we ain't gonna tell that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's there's a certain level of shame that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we in a different day and age now where people gonna be like, "Oh my God, you know, you were victimized. That's awful." But it's different for a woman. You know, motherfucker gonna shut the world down for a woman. Where if it's a dude, you know, motherfucker gonna start being like, you know what I mean? Even though me, I'm like, when you think about these cats that go to prison and something happened to him, you know, people be like, "Oh, you got raped in prison." I'm like, that dude is a victim. You the punk. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, let me jump in real quick. That's
go ahead,
kind of
bro.
when you talk about prison. Ali Sadiq got a special out. Most of his
Genius.
specials are he's the bomb. You talk
Yeah.
about how cats come into prison and within 3 to 4 months they doing, you know, funny business. And he was just like, man, I
Yeah.
can't blame that on prison. He's like, man, y'all brought that in here. You was down for the play. You know, he was like, I've been here almost 5 years. You in here 5 months and you doing this kind of activity. He was like,
Come
nah,
on,
don't
man.
put that on the prison. It's like,
Yeah.
don't put that on the prison. You had that in you. Nope.
And
No Diddy.
and that's yeah, no Diddy. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like
But
all of these
pirates out
people.
here.
Yeah. Now listen, man. We've been hearing. Now listen. Tell me if I'm wrong, Miss Kiki. We all been hearing these stories for years. All been hearing these stories, and then here, like for instance, I heard about shit. I think it was 2004. A young lady from New York. She told me she was like, yeah, you know, a bus. He liked that. All that shit about him not liking the gay community, whatever. That's bullshit. And then I'm not saying he is, but then you look now and some bodyguard for him is called said this cat is a super zest monster. He said bus around super zest monster. He was snatching the dude up. Dude was like that, but he snatched him up like he was the female into the VIP. My point is, man, like people, you know, this shit is not shocking. It is people that are down for the play. People know who Diddy is. It's jokes, it's rumors, and just like motherfuckers know, all right, man, if you do get an album out this cat, you're not gonna have a contract after that first album, no matter how successful it is. He gonna be all over your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like uh the possibility of him wanting to punk you in the butt is the same as the possibility of him being on your song, which is damn near a 98% chance that he gonna be on there. Yeah, talking all soft and shit on a hardcore gangster rap. That I don't feel bad for him. I think motherfuckers they ready for the egg. Patrice O'Neal once said, and I'm gonna land my plane. Patrice O'Neal once said, Hollywood is full of people that get in line to get fed to the beast. Everybody gets in line to get in the belly of the beast. And then they get shit out and then they go right back and get in line. He said, I used to do it until I got tired and I saw what Hollywood was about. It's bullshit. It's just a game, a humiliation game. And these people go out there. You got people that take acting classes and all that shit. Think how many people make it. You got people that get a show that ain't never seen on science fiction and they swear they made it. But that's let me be landing my plane.
Man. The whole
Miss Kiki,
industry's filled with
what's your thoughts on this boiled egg test?
It's appalling to me. Like, what the hell? Like, that is just it's funny because it's just like, are you serious? Like, is this real?
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me y'all pulling y'all pants down and putting an egg in y'all ass like y'all chicken?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to get a record deal. One of your favorite spitters are switch hitters. Hey, did you see that video of Tupac at like 17?
Where he was
Which
talking
one?
Super zesty.
Yeah.
He's doing an
Everybody
interview.
see this
He, he was in school for the arts.
Yeah. And then 3 years later, you know, he's on all in the same
They
song.
say I got soft features.
They said I was
that motherfucker was gay as hell.
Yeah, he
That's
was
it. Huh?
a little suspect to me. And you know, I like
everybody played their part. That's just what it was, man.
Yeah, man. I just look, man. And to each their own, man. If you lining up for the egg, that's your, you know what I'm saying, and that's your right to do that. But I feel like don't come out 15, 20 years later talking about you was victimized. You was trying to You're a motherfucking opportunist. You went to Hollywood and you was looking for, you know what I'm saying, the way in, and there was the egg, and unfortunately your egg broke, and now you mad.
Next.
I have to agree, though. I have to agree with you as far as like the people who knew, because you were signing up to go further in your career, so you did some things and they blackmailed you. You probably got drugged up, and they probably did a little bit more to you, but
Yep.
you signed up for it. The ones that I do kind of feel bad for is like people like Justin Bieber, because he was young, and I do think that he was taken advantage of. He has a song out actually.
If somebody
that
fucked up.
said- But yeah, and they were saying, he was saying that they was told him he'd get a Ferrari and he had to
Of
sign
course.
some papers. You know what I'm saying? So I really do think that they took advantage of him because of how fucking he's fucked up.
He's
Yeah.
got that Ferrari though.
Yeah, he got it. So he got a couple of them. He got it. He got that car. That's appealing to a kid. All right, man. Can
But
we get
it's-
off this egg shit?
But listen real quick. It's stories about shit happening to all of them. I was listening to crazy ass Jaguar Wright.
Oh yeah, I'll be checking her out.
She said you got to pay attention. There was a video where Bieber, somebody was talking to Bieber, came up
Yeah,
like
he
this.
was giving head
Is that shit real?
Let's
At
go,
the-
man.
at
Yeah.
a concert.
Yeah.
See,
Yep. Let's
See?
go. Let's go, man. We going deep. Going a little too deep. All
Not
around this egg.
not for no
Let's go.
contract, baby. I do this security all night, motherfucker. Hey, not for no
Yeah.
money. Not for no
Hey.
money, man.
What's up, old man?
You wouldn't quit your job just to, make millions. All you had to do was suck 30, 40 dicks.
Let me tell you something. Motherfucker offered me 10 billion. Motherfucker offered me 10 billion.
Damn, I ain't even sucked that many dicks.
Motherfucker
See,
say,
this is why we're supposed to go, man. See how this shit go?
Right.
This is
I'm
why
sorry.
we're supposed to transition.
motherfucker,
Come
hey,
on, man.
motherfucker say 10 billion. Kiss the tip. Me and my wife gonna be right where we at right now.
I'm slurping that motherfucker. I'm like,
Let's
fuck
go. See,
that.
let's go.
10 billion.
different.
I'm getting down to the balls, baby. 10
Can we go, bro? Please load us up.
Put
Please.
ostrich eggs.
No
Sir
Diddy.
Slurp a lot, okay? What the hell?
Sir, slurp a lot.
God damn.
Damn. Aggressive.
What we got now, man? Yeah. Youngstown Zone. Place
Yes, sir.
PMD. Gettysburg College student racial slur carved in his motherfucking chest.
Unbelievable. But
Ohio
believable.
sheriff suggests collecting addresses of Kamala supporters. Trump
Yeah, man.
crypto.
Back at
FBI
it.
calls having criminality. FDNY inspection. Robbery scam. Massachusetts police recruit dies in training. Florida sheriff shames kids for school threats. Good.
Yes, sir.
And Youngstown's own 3 PMD. And like we always do about this time, anything that comes out of my mouth, the quartermaster's mouth, Miss Kiki's mouth, does not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. Ed Duma.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ed 2020. I know y'all been waiting for this for so long with Mr. Eddie Spaghetti. And you know him and love him. I forget the rest of that shit. It's been so long. But we gonna fight this goddamn evil. Shout out to the Cuddy, Miss Kiki. Nine. This cocaine, goddammit. Shout out to the legend who made this beat possible. And check his show out, the Dirty 30 podcast, whose co-host is none other than PMD himself.
Man,
check him
no.
out. Check him out. That shit is fly, man. Just check it
Man,
out
no.
just to hear the intro music.
Yes,
Yeah, man. Let's fight this goddamn evil. I'm gonna have y'all right next time, man. It's been a while.
Good.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Gettysburg College. What the fuck, man? This wasn't no damn initiation. This dude carved ninja, which I know what he spelled into his chest. And he's not charged with anything. He's
I'm
suspended from school, but he's not charged. What the fuck?
finding this a little bit hard to believe at first because I mean, this is 2024, man. I mean, that shit didn't hit social media yet. I mean, like you don't see photos or anything charges. It's kind of suspect, bro.
Okay.
I don't doubt that it happened. I mean, this is America. That's fucking Gettysburg,
Right on.
Pennsylvania. It's a swim team. He's around a bunch of college kids. Yeah, I don't doubt that it could happen. I'm starting to doubt that if it really happened, man. Because it seems like the first thing you would do is take photos of that shit and just have it like, hey, Facebook, look what these niggas did to me.
Okay.
I think the parents have stuff. They think they did do all that, but they don't want to put the kid out there like that. I guess they got him out of that school. But I think they have all that stuff. But yet, the reason why, I brought it up, I want, so we can have this discussion on, trying to pick it apart. Again, why wouldn't there be any charges? That's why I'm calling, BS on it as well, because there's is that not assault? Dude got a box cutter.
Crime.
That too. And all he got was suspended from school.
Yeah.
College student, you're an adult now. You're an adult. You over 18.
I don't know, man. Let me just say this from my understanding. Because my wife told me about the story, and she said that the brother forgave him. That he said he forgive him or some shit. And in that case, I don't feel bad for him, because this is why this shit keep happening to our people, because you get motherfuckers out there, we forgive them instead of trying to punish motherfuckers to the fullest extent of the law, or at minimum whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? That's like the brother that got killed down there in Texas when the police officer, she went to the wrong apartment, and his parents were up there talking about we forgive her and all of this shit. Botham John. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, man, we got to quit acting like our lives are expendable. You know what I mean? Like, our lives are just as important as anybody else's. And had that been one of us, especially in this day and age where they trying to make it like black folks the most racist people on the planet, trust me, whoever black ass did that would be up under a fucking jail, and it would be new hate crime legislation for whoever it happened to. So if you up there forgiving, at minimum, it should have been an ass whooping. At minimum, you should have tried to kill this motherfucker, bite his nose off, something. You know what I'm saying? How does a motherfucker get on top of you unless it was more than one person? I'm inclined to have the same train of thought as a Cuddy. Like, did this shit really happen? Because you mean to tell me a motherfucker sat on your chest and carved out 6 letters, and there ain't no pictures? You know what I mean? The internet can find where a motherfucker work who says a racial slur on and gets caught doing it. They can find where they work, how many kids they got, docs their address and everything like this. But we don't know who this student is that supposedly did that. And we talking about somebody that forgave somebody.
Like I said, man, we'll follow this space and see. Go ahead, Miss Kiki.
My thing is this: if you held me down and carved nigga on my chest, okay, and then you went and they just gave you a slap on the wrist, then me and my people's gonna find you and carve cracker on your chest, and we're gonna see what happened. Like, at the end of the day, and nothing bet not happen. Period. I ain't gonna feel you. And then after you get cracker on you, we gonna sit up there and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then I will accept. I ain't even fuck your apology. Fucking apology. I ain't. Like, yeah, I'm more of a Malcolm X type person. I think that's what it is, because it's making it seem like I hate stories like this too, because it's just like we as people, we allow people to hurt us.
Yeah, man.
Without doing anything. And I get it. People don't want to do anything because of what can happen to us, because it's unjust for our skin color. But fuck that, eye for an eye.
What's up,
I don't believe it happened either, because that's some bullshit. Excuse my language.
He's within an hour of Baltimore. He's an hour away from Chris and Snoop.
There you go.
Like, how much shit you can cause, just by going to the nearest black city and showing motherfuckers your chest.
Right.
Man, that whole school be lit up.
Let me tell you.
I'm finding it hard to believe, man.
Okay.
And the other thing is, it's exactly what you said in the beginning. It's a fucking hate crime. So the school ain't do nothing, and you ain't trying to sue these motherfuckers for discrimination and inaction.
Yeah.
Man, you could get all kind of bread out that motherfucker. They'd be a few less expensive ass boats fucking with me. Motherfuckers that had to go to get grants because they ain't gonna have no scholarship to give out by the time I get there. That's some bullshit, man. I don't know if I believe it. And if he is sucker enough to let that cat do it, man, and then say, I'll forgive him, I don't feel bad for you.
Let it ride. All right, old man.
Into the sunset.
Yeah. We call bullshit. Okay.
I call that bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna do shit.
She don't feel the same way?
His whole body would be decorated.
Hey man, it like I said, man, I went on the Google machine and saw, different articles and, make sure that it was within this time frame. And I don't know, man. I guess it did happen. And they keeping the lid on certain shit. You know how much stuff that goes on we don't catch.
Yeah, but
why would
you keep a lid on it though? Like, why would you do that? I would be out here like, what's her Teal? How his mother put his body on display? I'd be like, put my son on display, so y'all can see what they did.
Yeah, you got the flip side of that. You got folks who want to do that. Then the other ones like they want to sweep it up under the rug because maybe they sitting on cash too, and they got shit. They got motion. The parents got shit pending and was like, hey, man, we don't want, no waves. We'll just gracefully bow out of this. We still have our son. He's alive and well, just a little fucked up. He's going to need some therapy.
And
let's just take our ball and go home.
They could have got a little, they could have got a little envelope from the school too. We don't know about that. They could have got a little nice little envelope here. We're going to take care of that and we're going to take care of him.
From the parents.
Keep him the fuck out of here. We don't want this publicity. And it's
the cover up.
You know how much cocoa butter you can buy with that? Those scars will go away in no time.
Next. God, you bastard. Oh my God.
Motherfucker.
You went there, man.
That stick.
I love that stick.
Hard to push up. Yeah, that's that good cocoa butter, man.
Hell yeah. Palmer's. Yeah, man.
I got the little big jar.
We got sick of draining the pool every time you got your black ass in it anyway.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Get that stink out the pool.
Get that blue magic out of there.
Get that sheen off the top.
Every time we pass a certain spot, it looked like a rainbow in the water.
That's
wow.
So
go, man. Go. Look at your boy's face, man. It looked like his favorite. I think we know what his favorite word is.
Oh yeah, bro. Like his other photos had him wearing a fucking cowboy hat. This is Portage County, Ohio.
Where the fuck is Portage, man?
Kent, Ohio.
30 minutes away.
And they got two black people in there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'm no motherfucking supporter of Kamala Harris, and I hope she loses, but people have the right to vote the way they want to, safely, without have to worry about repercussions because you want your person to get in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to vote for Kamala Harris, you should be able to go to the polls. What's the difference between this and our people was dealing with back in the day when they tried to go to the polls and a lynch mob would roll up on them and tell them, boy, you either better vote this way or not at all. Come on, man.
I think he's not just remove the signs, but put them on the list.
Yeah, what fucking list?
Bro, what is wrong with you, man?
You? Yeah.
And this isn't like the first. It's not the first time this type of activity has been happening. It's something in Florida just happened where the HOA was telling folks whoever had the opposing side, aka the Democratic side, in their HOA, that it was a violation of HOA policy. Now, mind you pay for the, you know what I'm saying? You paid for the HOA. It's like, what the fuck?
Can't you sue?
They're doing that now. They're like, y'all can't do that. But the HOA got its own bylaws and all kind of other. The HOA is some type of little gangster ass organization. I can't stand those motherfuckers, man. But it was like, if it's not, Trump, or whatever, you can't have it in your sign. You pay your fees monthly or quarterly or whatever, depending on your HOA.
This has got to be one of the sloppiest fucking election seasons that I've seen. It's like, what happened to the days of motherfuckers running on policy? It's like motherfuckers get on TV and just have a roast session, and you supposed to go with the winner of that shit. Like the
America's Got Talent.
Yeah, American people, man, going through it right now. Groceries, gas, other shit you need. The bare necessities are through the roof. Transportation to get to work is through the roof. There's no money. Inflation is the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody want to sit up there and dish dirt. You know what I'm saying? And in this shit where people are trying to vote for, in their best interest, and you talking about put them on a list. Man, get out of here. They should get him the fuck out of office next election. Well, I think he's up for re-election.
Again, that's an elected official. So
I think somebody that was up, that he made somebody drop out because he said this ain't the type of leadership that he want to be a part of. I forgot the name, but he dropped out like this ain't that.
I mentioned it. Yeah,
he might have some bigger issues coming down the pipe. This is coming from the county sheriff. This is the textbook of voter intimidation.
There you go.
So, he might be looking at some serious fucking charges.
It's a federal offense, dude.
Yeah. But, then again, it's geared towards Kamala. So,
Yep.
It's a victimless crime if you to a MAGA man.
Yeah. It's also Ohio. So, yeah.
So he might be out of office. He might be seeing some charges. At least the least thing they could do is remove his OPATA certification. But it's still the county sheriff. Like, you don't need to be a police officer to be the sheriff.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did not know that. And they said they removed him from, making the rounds for the election. I guess they were supposed to be in charge of that, the polls and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, he's off that. We're not doing any. We have no contact. We're not giving him any kind of business. He's off that. I was like, he need to be out of office. Like you said, that's just voter intimidation, 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
That's all I got too, man.
Got Trader Todd,
USA.
Jane 2.
What's Jane 2?
What's Jane 2?
Trader Todd, what's Jane 2, baby?
G.I. Jane?
Jane 2. Yep.
Please. Maybe talking about EPMD's Jane.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Might be.
She's scandalous.
Redman was hitting that shit.
Nah. Our dog, Reggie Noble.
Yeah, one of the greatest to ever do it. His wordplay was damn near the fuck unrivaled.
And you better not have no boiled egg. You either, Method Man. Y'all better not have no boiled
egg.
Come on,
man. We can got Miss Kiki started, man. We done got her started.
Ain't got no Easter eggs.
Oh my God, my boy back in business. Back in business.
Just picture
President Trump getting into the crypto space.
What could possibly go wrong with this, man?
Everything.
Everything. That's my whole point, bro. Like, why would you do this now? Why would you do? I just don't understand the timing.
There's a good reason to do this now. Now, if you look at what he's talking about doing, it's not just the cryptocurrency. He's talking about introducing a stable coin, which right now, even the U.S. government is talking about having CBDC, central bank digital currency, and a stable coin is the basis for all of this. It's like if I were to send you Bitcoin for, let's say I bought a T-shirt. By the time I transfer Bitcoin to you, Bitcoin's price has changed. So you need something that is $1 when you send it, $1 when you receive it.
So he's setting up an exchange. It's not just a coin. He's trying to do his own exchange.
Well, I mean, you'll need to have exchanges, but just having the the stable coin itself.
Stability, yeah.
There's a
Okay.
few
It's
stable
huge.
coins. Yeah.
Like
My
over
thing
Yeah,
is,
there's a
Isn't
ton of
this-
stable coins.
Isn't
Yeah.
this like the epitome of a conflict of interest? Considering he's running for the guy who could say yay or nay when it comes to fucking, how this shit gonna play out. With
Mhm.
Well, there's no government oversight over crypto, though.
not yet.
Yeah,
Again,
but
that's what I'm saying about having your thumb on the scale.
I
When
think
it
it'd
comes
be.
to that, you could like, hey man, I think we need to, just like we did with the NSA and all these other agencies that came about that we did not have until something happened.
Yeah. And he's
and
gonna be
Yeah.
able to pick the guy that's in charge of the SEC. So
I thought this was just
I
one of
don't
the
know.
most.
'Cause Trump,
Go
the
ahead,
article. I'm sorry. The article. I didn't even know Trump had a university for one. But the
Oh yeah,
article
he had a lot of shit.
showed that he had a lot of things fail and
Oh
fraud.
yeah, that's what he's known
I
for.
mean,
That was
Yeah.
my whole point, Miss Kiki. Is like, dude, why you of all people, bro? You're not as savvy as as he says he is. Because again, I want him to have the the gravitas and all that stuff to say he's making all these moves. But when it comes down to the brass tacks, like him showing his taxes, remember he's still under audit. He never released his fucking taxes. So we
Well-
don't know what's coming in or what's going out. No, don't nobody know what he's really worth.
I feel like this, man. That article was probably one of the most fucked up articles, slanted articles I've ever seen. If you want to write an article and say the man got, cases pending, it is what it is. That shit is facts. If you want to talk about, his failed businesses, Trump Vodka Steak, Trump University, Trump casinos, and
it was a
how
lot.
many times, how many
Yeah.
times he, went through bankruptcy, Kamala out there doing that lowbrow shit. Then I feel like this, man. Write that article and tell that story. If you want to remind people, do that. But to write the article and say, yeah, now we're not saying he did anything, but then you go into how this country is the home of crypto scams and how 71% of it is fraudulent and this, that, and the other. Again, we're not saying he's doing anything wrong, but fraud and scamming, and it's like, what are you trying to tell people? What are you trying to put people in their head? It's like you're trying to put it,
Are you trying-
in their head that he's already up to some bullshit again. Like, if you're gonna write the article, write the article. The article was mostly about all the fraudulent shit going on in crypto. Am I
That's what I got
correct
from
on that?
Because it kind of
Yeah, but
scared
they're-
me. Because
they're
I'm like,
laying
my
groundwork. They're laying groundwork. There's a narrative that they've been following. Because first off, all crypto was a scam, right?
Right.
And Bitcoin was the biggest scam. And the SEC got after Ripple, trying to keep regular people out of cryptocurrency while companies like BlackRock and all these banks have bought up. Like JP Morgan damn near processes all of Ethereum's and every EVM's transactions. So they're trying to corner the market.
Right.
And right now, with the CBDC and cryptocurrency, it just came out today. It was talking about like Bitcoin is going to be the backing for the next financial federal bank. So it's going to be a scam until everybody gets their share of the pie.
Right.
And they're going to try to make it illegal for regular people to get into it.
Right.
And
Like weed.
the next thing you know, it's going to be the greatest thing ever.
Like
But,
weed was illegal.
But check this out, Lo. So then when Trump first announced that he was doing this whole crypto thing or whatever, Bitcoin took off. It had a good day. A lot of the stuff had a good day on the market. If you had crypto or whatever, you was checking out your shit, or I'm sorry, Bitcoin, you made a couple dollars.
I think I got some Satoshis. It might be too late. I do. I think I
But
got
yeah, I'm
some
just saying,
Satoshis.
just by them mentioning,
Yeah.
him of all people jumping into the game, the numbers popped up. So that's what you talk about that article. I was saying, man, like goes to old man's point. They're trying to make it a boogeyman situation where it's all bad. You know, you shouldn't even mess with it. It's, you know, it's too many pitfalls until they corner the market. Then you got to go to Walmart, and you got to go to, you know, all the big boys and get their shit.
Yeah, I just didn't understand the need to insert that man in there. And they didn't even, okay, so what you just said, Eddie for the world, they didn't even fucking mention that though. That wasn't in the article about how the shit took off. It's kind of like the same thing when Elon started mentioning Dogecoin, how the shit, you know, everybody went on a Dogecoin buying spree. I'm just like, listen, man, if you want to call the man out on some things, call the man out on some things. I mean, the shit is already out there. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That article was just real weird for me, and it
It's going to be slanted because that's how you get eyeballs to it.
Oh yeah,
they got to put his name on there to get you. Think about the shit we do, the stuff that when we put his name on there, and guess who start doing numbers.
But you know what? We talk about him though. We don't clickbait motherfuckers.
Yeah, we do we give the whole thing or whatever, not just half of it. We don't give you half of the math. We give you the whole thing.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we could pick these cats apart for, you know, cherry picking and nitpicking on his failures and all that. But you stated that this dude just started his own, you know, crypto or whatever. But why you got to go back to his failures? They ain't got nothing to do with what he just launched.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He didn't do nothing, though. He didn't do nothing, though. But you know, all the scams. I'm like, what the fuck?
Got to plant that seed, man. Got to plant that seed.
We know the motherfucking fucked up and they shit. What's my man name? Mark Cuban came out like he ain't really no billionaire. But you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn.
That's like he ain't earned his B. He ain't earned that.
Right. Like other billionaires, I don't believe that shit. He might be a million. He ain't no billionaire. You know, that billionaire boys club shit. But yeah, man.
And that's Trump's edge. Not necessarily his edge, but that's his motivation, because he know that these cats don't look at him like that, but he's still up there, you know, like, look, motherfucker, I didn't got into the building. Y'all done fucked up. I'm in the building. Y'all fucked up. I'm here. And guess what, man? Y'all gonna have to deal with me.
Let me tell you who Trump is. Trump is Gordon Gekko.
Yep.
Gordon Gekko was a motherfucker who went to a community college and he hated all them Ivy League motherfuckers. So he killed them in business. That's who Trump is, man.
Trump wanna be that dude, but his competition always pointing out, you got a casino in Atlantic City, but they didn't want you in Vegas.
Yeah.
You got this, but you couldn't do that. You know, always cutting him off, like, I'm gonna let you know where you at. You really ain't putting in that work. You wasn't there. You know, that's how they play him like that, and that's his motivation to get back at these motherfuckers, man. Because he was like, man, I know they know my dad put me on. You know, they know I didn't, you know, go to the, you know, I was dodging the draft just a little bit. Yeah, but fuck that, you know.
Yeah. He should have said, ain't no Vietnamese ever called me ninja. He could
have ran with that, bro. He could have ran with that.
Vietnamese ever called me ninja.
Low Sodium just gave you some motherfucking free game. Run with it. That was free game. God dang, that was golden. Yes, sir.
What we got?
The FDNY
This for you. Bureau. This for you, old man.
Talk bribery scandal going on.
Tell us about it, man.
Okay, so it looks like FDNY was taking bribes to approve inspections on buildings, move in actual inspections forward, you know, get people off that waiting list.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money involved in that, because fire inspections can shut down your business for a long time. Yeah.
With daily fines. Go ahead.
Yeah, even from like the point where you want to build a building, just before you even lay any bricks, it's got to be approved by a fire inspector. And and there are so many mistakes when it comes to building code and fire code, and and a lot of that shit is left up to interpretation by the inspector.
And so people, I'm sorry, let me interject real quick. And people like me, like I said, I work in building maintenance, and when somebody build out a floor, we have to get inspections from the fire department. They have to come in like at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. We have to ring the alarms and check every single fucking smoke detector, make sure that the speakers are communicating, making sure that the doors automatically close when, you know, you fire up, you know, when you pull the the fire alarm, all that stuff. And like Tank said, man, you get a cool fire inspector. He like, oh, that one's flashing, but we don't hear no audio. Just go ahead and get that fixed. You get some that's like, oh, that's fucked up. Call it off. We're done. Call me back, reschedule. And that every time you call him back, it costs money. You can't move forward until he approve on every single, how the square footage of a commercial building, and you got to go through and check every motherfucking smoke detector and emergency lights. It's it's crazy.
You can ding people on just about anything when it comes to fire inspections.
Yeah.
And it's the smallest shit too that you wouldn't even think about. Like, for instance, one rule is communication data lines have to go through a square hole and not a circular hole.
Yep.
So, if a fire inspector comes in, sees that and says, you know what, you guys failed your inspection. When you guys get that repaired, give me a call back.
And it's a scheduling thing.
Everything is on hold. Yeah. You can't open up business.
Nothing.
Hey, fire inspector can come in and be like, yeah, this building's only ready for 30 people. Yeah, you got a dance club. You can only fit 30 people in now. Because he didn't chop your numbers down. That'll ruin your business for the foreseeable future.
We've seen where the emergency backup batteries inside the boxes, inside the the closet, if they go dead, you're fucked. Like, oh, we don't hear anything. Oh, the emergency batteries they're only supposed to last for like 8 hours. And by the time we got there, we just went over like maybe 15 minutes past that 8 hours. Got to reschedule. Get those new batteries. Let us know. And it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And like you said, man, time is money. And for them to taking those bribes to fast track that shit, like, look, we could bypass all that. Fuck it. Yeah, just give me a couple $100,000 and you're good. You ain't even got to step foot on property. We'll sign off on it. And that's how it's been done.
It's only 200,000 that they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This is New York City. I'm surprised it's only 200,000.
Yeah. But
it probably is more than 200,000.
I don't know if you guys been following what's been going on in New York City, but fucking Mayor Eric Adams is going through some shit. Everybody's falling out but him. God dang, everything's falling apart.
Yeah, you got that goofy ass Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez calling for him to resign.
Yeah, it's bad.
She prettier now. She got 10 mil.
Yeah.
You said what?
She got
prettier now. She got
leveled up. She leveled up.
Big ass debit card she got in her mouth for teeth.
Wow. Wow.
Anybody looking at the TV? See them titties?
Man, get out of here. I can't stand
what angle you looking at, sir? You looking at that angle?
Cold still out. She don't do it for me.
I say she's probably one of the better looking ones in Congress.
Bruh. Say that again, because it's some.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
keep dags in that motherfucker. Some dags.
Keep my peace. The lady watch. Yeah, I'm keeping my peace. The lady watch. Like, what the fuck you say? Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing at all.
No,
not a damn thing, man.
My wife know I ain't trying to.
New York City.
Lied on
big show shit. Damn, fire chiefs, both of them.
Yeah,
both of them, man. I mean, but that's New York though. It was built on raisin palms and shit.
That's it. That's most big cities.
Didn't y'all just do a story on inspections for apartments or something like that too? In New York City? It was something like that back.
I think that was the story of them kicking out the veterans or kicking out the older people and putting the homeless motherfuckers in there.
I know they wasn't
the immigrant illegals.
They wasn't.
Oh shit!
They wasn't doing the repairs and everything, and they was keeping the money for themselves or something like that.
Oh, the kickbacks. Yeah, they were getting the contracts or whatever to fix and home weatherization for the buildings, and they were like, "Yeah, no, we ain't doing that." They get the bare minimum. They was pocketing that shit easy.
We're gonna put some tape around your windows.
Remember a couple weeks ago we did that thing. I think it was towards the end. Just remember real quick. That Louisiana pooper.
Yeah.
Oh boy, remember that?
I wasn't there.
Turns out, oh boy, was autistic. They said no charges will be filed.
Good, he autistic. What was he doing?
He was just every night going over to this house and just opening up his butt
and taking a shit
on the front porch. Yeah. repeatedly.
like right in front of the ring cam, man. Like right there. That like every other night or whatever. Like I think he did it 3 or 4 times.
6.
And it was like 6. Sorry. Yeah, and I saw a story while I was at work. I was doing something. I was like, "That's the dude." And it was like, "Yeah, he's autistic, and no charges will be filed." I guess the family was like, "Hey, man, just keep your little can't get right off my property."
Oh, you look. Your little can't get. See, he be trying to Miss Kiki. He be trying to play like like we the bad ones, man. You hear that shit?
He's like, let's move on. Let's move on.
Right. Let's come on. Let's move on. Here he goes again. Here, you got him started. He's singing. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. They don't need to press charges. What they need to do, though, listen to me. I learned this from living in Texas. They need to put some horse wire up on his ass.
Horse wire?
Let me tell you something, man. It looked like chicken wire, but the shit is electrified. And they use it to keep the horses from going outside of that set perimeter. Man, I was reading meters and was walking and wasn't paying attention. That shit, I said, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" Scared the shit out of me. And it won't kill you, but it's nice and strong enough to. And I'm like, what? Put some of that up. He won't shit in that yard again. Put that shit up. He won't shit in that yard again.
My ass is be trying to get up to go to work, running late, and fucking hit that damn thing every goddamn day. Exactly. Like fuck it, I'd rather pick up the boy's shit than get zapped every morning.
Right. No, fuck that. He
shit on those places.
Yeah, something's wrong with old boy. Yeah,
he be running over there to shit and get jolted right back the fuck home. I might turn that shit up and crank it.
That problem is solved now, man.
Over there. Just
keep an eye on your goddamn kid, man, or your whoever.
His people put him up to it, and he was the only one that couldn't go to jail.
They probably did put him up.
That's diabolical.
Hey Timmy, you eat this corn and go over there. Eat this corn and oatmeal, this corn and oats, and go over there. God damn, that sound like the recipe for shit, don't it?
Take this.
I think that's some bullshit, man. I know people on the spectrum have certain quirks about them that they have to do repeatedly. But this motherfucker looked like he was about 26, and he just started shitting on that dude's porch. So I think he got caught doing some
and they lying and shit and saying
and he was, I got a medical condition, so I got the shit on his porch. I don't believe that shit.
I don't believe that shit either, man.
Okay, that's some bullshit, man.
That's some bullshit to put on somebody, on the spectrum, man. This is some bullshit.
When was the last time you heard of somebody with autism having, having a shit in certain places?
Right.
That don't sound
publicly.
I just got a shit.
I got autism, man. I just got a shit, wherever I want to.
In your yard. All right, well, go that way, right there. And don't tell them the chicken wire. Go that way.
Oh, excuse me, that's my autism acting up.
Right.
Sorry, watch your step.
I'm going home. I know your ass going home.
Y'all see that one video that dude was stealing packages off the porch? Black dude. He went up there and he went to grab the package and the motherfucker exploded in his face. And he fell off the porch and he shit himself.
Hey, please find that shit. Find that shit right now.
He was like, oh shit. And then the dude whose house it was on the ring cam. Was like, that's what your ass get. I got you, motherfucker. He was like, man, I was just looking out for you, man. I was getting your package for you. Like, no, you wasn't, motherfucker. You was stealing my package. He put his hand down this. He was like, oh shit. I shit myself. The motherfucker package exploded. He fell off the porch. If I find it, I'll send it to you, man. Man. He put his hand down, the back or whatever, and was like, oh shit. Oh fuck, I shit myself.
Yeah.
After he realized he didn't die. Yeah.
I bet you did hilarious, shit yourself, motherfucker.
That's what his ass get.
Yeah, I gotta find that shit, man. There it is.
Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been shit. Broke ass nigga, yo, broke ass nigga. That's what your bitch ass get. And the law's on the way.
Shit on myself.
Sorry ass nigga. Yeah, they on the way.
I went up,
Long
no.
nigga.
I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal your package, bro. All right,
What the
damn.
fuck you calling it,
What's in that bitch? Cell phone?
Nah, big man. Booby trap, nigga. Ex-military, nigga. Marine Corps,
Booby
nigga.
trap, ex-military Marine Corps.
Take that bitch ass in, wait for the law, nigga.
I'm just,
You could've killed your motherfucker.
nah, my bad.
ass,
I'm
nigga.
gonna bring her package back.
Nah, fuck all that, nigga. Laws on that way.
This motherfucker get.
And the fact that you came back on the porch, why didn't you just keep running? Like,
Right.
He tried to plead his case. He was like,
And
"Why
why go-
next door?"
And why he go back in his pants? I mean, you knew you shit yourself. When you went for a second whiff.
nah, he got on the porch and was like, "Oh shit, I shit myself."
I don't need to go in my drawers and all that shit. It's
And
just
then
gonna
he
get
wiped
real
his ass
warm.
on his porch. He was wiping that ass on his porch.
It's just gonna get
Blew
real
his
warm
ass
and mushy,
up.
man.
That's what your stupid thieving ass get. Blew his ass up.
Yeah.
Hey, he had a mask on, talking about, "Hey, I was trying to help you. You're gonna bring it up. I'm from next door." What the hell?
I'll send the police right over.
Yeah, he like the law on his way. The law about to get your goofy ass up out of there. Your
Right.
ass get,
And I'll
man.
bring that package back.
Where we at, man?
I think that motherfucker's on the spectrum. Go ahead, man.
Mm-hmm. The Brown scale.
Man,
Massachusetts
the
police
fuck?
recruit dies in
This
training.
shit was sad.
Yeah, he died like a couple of weeks before graduation. So yeah, I guess they had a fight, like fight training in like boxing or whatever.
boxing training.
Yeah, but according to the autopsy, dude had a broken neck.
And teeth.
And
It's
his
long.
teeth were
Yeah.
done.
Bro, aren't you using gloves? This ain't bare knuckle. Ain't no bare knuckle training in a fucking academy. You got headgear and gloves. You supposed to.
This is
I'm
what
like,
I'm
who
thinking.
the fuck was training him? Roberto Duran?
Or they just said whoever fighting him don't lace up.
He's a brown guy.
Right. But you know what? You could have you know what? You just hit the nail on the head. They probably said they were trying to simulate how it's gonna be on the streets, and they said don't.
Right. Yeah, don't lace up.
But at what point did you realize that like this motherfucker was out for 10 minutes? Out for 10 minutes. His brain, he had brain damage and all kind of shit. Like
Mhm.
that's not fucking training. That's not, to me, that was something else. I figured it was some
Sabotage.
personal shit.
Yeah. Fuck him up. Hey, fuck him up. We don't want him on the force.
Yeah.
Yeah,
might-
that sounded like some
He might make a difference.
Considering where it's at.
that
Yeah.
sounded like some A Few Good Men shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was like. Hold on, man. This is a boxing training exercise, not an exhibition fucking fight. Bare knuckle, whatever. That's why I was like, man, everybody should have gear on, right?
It should
And
turn
for him
into
to have a
code
broken
red.
neck, teeth, and brain injury, man, they was pounding this dude, man.
Right.
They was messing him up. Somebody was
One
beating
motherfucker didn't do that.
That part,
No,
that part.
broken neck, teeth gone. Y'all was beating his ass.
Mhm.
They probably said, "What's gonna happen? You might be up against more than one assailant. You got to learn to fight." Like nigga, this nigga ain't Chuck Norris. He a you know. What I'm
Like, first
saying?
off, man, if I'm on the squad, man, I'm gonna have a weapon, right? So ain't nobody gonna get the drop on me like that where they break my neck. Yeah, cops getting jumped or hit or whatever, but not a
Right.
broken neck. Like, what scenario does that play out, man? You
That
chasing
This
a
is how they
dude?
graduate the police academy now. You got to kill a brown dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
foul.
God.
That's foul.
Damn.
I hope his mother get paid.
Yes.
I
I
hope
hope
she
she do
gets
too.
hands off of their ass.
I hope that she break that goddamn city because there's no reason why this young man was a month away from graduating and training ended up culminated in him having a broken neck, teeth broken out,
Mm-hmm.
brain damage. No.
Mhm. Yep.
No.
Y'all gonna pay for that.
Motherfucker was fighting Boom Boom Mancini. No, man.
A couple of them.
Like 12 Boom Booms.
When is it enough?
What you got on, man, about the fundamentals of fucking training?
When you're in these academies, they put you in a certain predicament. So you quit whatever job or whatever school you're already in, you start the academy, and if you don't graduate, then you're out of a job. So I could see this being like with the neck injury, I could see this being like a previous injury that he didn't disclose, you know, like from earlier in the academy or earlier in the week, where he didn't want to drop out of the academy because then you don't have any fucking health insurance, you don't have a job, and you're a couple of weeks away from graduating, so you're trying to push it. I can see that, you know, being a culmination of a bunch of injuries. But on the other end, you just
shut down all of our assumptions. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm still going strong since his teeth came out. Now, fuck that. When you hit me that hard, I'm balling up in the fetus position, like, hey, my shit bleeding. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you protecting your mouth. Now your neck fucked up.
She said,
now
"Fuck that."
Fuck what you talking about. I mean, hey, if they doing that in training, hey, fuck that shit. I'd have took my
fuck what you talking about, man? Motherfucking old injury. No, they did that shit.
I'm not saying an old injury. I'm just saying it might have been, you know, from like earlier in that day or, you know, earlier that week. I don't know, man. But it's just strange. And police academies will teach you how to get out of a shooting through paperwork. It will not teach you anything about EMS.
Wow.
You know, you had a room full of instructors. You don't have medical standby, and you get a guy that's knocked the fuck out for 10 minutes, ends up with brain damage and, you know, everything else. That's no bueno, man. That's not cool at all.
Right.
It seems like they broke a lot of safety protocols by doing this, or they didn't have any safety protocols in place. Yeah, it's terrible for the academy, and it's terrible for this recruit.
Damn, just right when he was about to graduate. Almost made it home. Almost. Shout out to him, his family. Like Low Sodium said, hope they own that city.
Yes,
hope they own it.
Cause something happened. Something ain't right with me.
Fuck that. There ain't no possibility. They did it.
Something happened.
He looked like somebody I knew from La La Land. They did that.
They did that shit.
They did.
La La Land.
Look like my nigga Pito. No, you from Youngstown, you know a Pito.
Everybody know a Pito.
Chico.
What we got, man?
Goodness. That's crazy.
All right, this is for you, Low Sodium.
Shames kids over school threats. So they had a couple of kids make, I'm a shooter at school type of thing.
Yep.
And the sheriff goes out to arrest them and
did the perp walk? Everything.
Does the perp walk. Yeah. These kids are like 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facing the music.
What'd you think, Miss Kiki? Did you think of this just putting them out there like that?
It's perfect.
Okay.
Because what just happened in Georgia, remember he did some shit like that, I think a year prior too. And then they called it off like it wasn't nothing. And he comes back and kills and injures all them people. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's perfect because even if you're 11 and if you're playing around, this ain't something that you play with. You know what I mean? And you need to look into it and you need to scare them so they can know that there's consequences for their actions. I definitely think it's cool. That's just
man. Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. Because if you notice, whether it was Columbine, Sandy Hook, that one down in Texas, something Uvalde, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like the article said, and it was the truth. Every time you get one of these mass shootings, especially when it's like a school shooting, for some odd reason, kids think it's funny, or people in general. I'm not saying it's only children. They think it's funny to sit up there and start making, call in anonymous bomb threats and shit. That the same type of motherfuckers do that SWAT and shit that ultimately ends up in somebody dying. Perp walk their little asses. It's some shit you should not be able to hide behind being a child for. Nah, fuck that. We gonna perp walk you because people really are dying, man, and that's some serious shit. Putting people in that kind of panic. Here go
Oh
Tank.
man.
Well, this is the thing. They really had intel that it was an actual school shooting going to happen, and he's only 11. Go ahead.
I don't think they should be perp walking these kids. But
See, look.
I mean, I don't. I don't think they should be perp walking these kids. But I do think that they're spending their resources in the wrong ways. We know school shootings are a problem.
Mhm.
Police departments have the budgets to do whatever the fuck they want, except put metal detectors in these schools or send police officers to stay at these schools.
They put them in.
Well, this is the thing, though, man, and I got to say, Dr. Umar pointed this out. A lot of other brothers pointed it out that it's okay to put that shit in our schools. We had them at my school. They had them at East High. I'm pretty sure Rand had them. Wilson had them. It's okay when that shit is at our school, but they parents know you're not gonna criminalize my kid like that. No, motherfucker, this goes on at y'all schools a lot. They need to put that shit in there and perp walk the fuck out of them. I don't care. Scared these motherfuckers. Listen, we got to get back to that old school scared straight where the motherfucker, hey, hold this pocket, hold my pocket. If you move, put your shoes over there, motherfucker. And if you move, I bash your motherfucking head in. We need that, man, or else this kid is gonna think it's okay to do all kind of nut ass shit. Perp walk him, ruin his life a little bit. He'd be all right.
I don't know. I think if perp walking these kids becomes the line that you go down, you won't get any more threats. You won't get any warnings.
Oh,
yeah.
I got you.
So it'll just teach kids to keep their fucking mouth shut until after the fact.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
understand
can
that,
it could
but-
easily go that way. They realize like, oh shit, they're gonna put me on blast. Maybe I should just keep quiet and just do my due. And
But I also think that's a good deterrent when you see the magnitude of what the fuck can happen to you. Now the whole world is looking at you because you've been a dumbass. Just imagine if you actually do something, what could happen.
yeah, but
our
these kids these
don't
days
get
they live
shit.
for that goofy shit.
Our
Some
kids
of them.
don't.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead, big bro.
No, they live for that. Like, oh shit, I get perp walk. They'll do it just for that, just to say, like, hey man, I was the one who did it. Trying to get some clout.
Man, look, I feel
Because
like
they goofy. Go ahead, man.
I feel like a kid them kids getting perp walked and compared to our kids' bodies being shown on national television after somebody shoot them and shit. And some neighbor or some police officer take their lives. Little perp walk ain't gonna hurt them. Get that motherfucker out there, put his face on TV.
Perp walk them and put those damn metal detectors in all schools.
All schools, not just
All
black
schools.
ones, because this shit about. Listen, man, we as a country gotta quit acting like crime is any particular crime
Skin
is
tone.
is only is based on what color a person is. We act like, well, black people commit this and white people. No, this is a violent fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
This
it's
is a
made-
violent. Yeah, we got a country full of fucking criminals, man, and everybody is running some kind of scam. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. When we stop acting like it's only one group here or one group over there doing something, and we start pointing out everybody, man, we can get to the bottom of some of this shit, man.
Only, if only, sir.
There you go.
If only.
Yeah. They plan, that's how they got it made,
Family.
Yeah, like y'all ain't gotta ask what we got.
Pua.
I knew Pua. That's Samoan.
Pua. What is that, pussy in Hawaiian?
Hey girl, you been eating a lot of pineapple?
Some of that pua.
It's
name.
It's a red 2019. God.
I
Oh,
knew it. I
man.
knew a young lady named Pooh. She was Simone.
I done drunk a lot of pussy tonight. God dang. Fuck.
Hey, that pool is good, ain't it?
It's red.
Damn.
Did you buy the? Are you drinking around the right time of month? I'd say.
Man, yeah, it's ripe.
Yeah.
Got a little twang to it, sir.
A little twang.
Got a little twang to it.
They
Yeah.
say it's good for your heart. This motherfucker called me the cardiac kid today. You see that shit? She had the devil.
I told y'all to get off that shit and get some rest. I told you. I saw what he said.
Oh, it get bad. It gets bad between me and this fool.
Cardiac.
I came to visit this fool one day. He was like, "Yeah, I hope your plane go down, motherfucker." I told him, I said, "I hope you die in your sleep, motherfucker." That's my. I love my kind.
You, because I hate you so much.
I hate you so. I hate everything about you.
See, these motherfuckers right here, boy. Oh boy.
It's out of love, man. Smoke.
I just want
some gay fruit. To my head, man. This is in your diet.
It'll loosen you up, son.
They send me some grape shaped like dicks. It's your favorite fruit, you bag.
That's real
my
fruit,
God.
man. That shit tastes good.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
It's good, man. It's actually a good ass grape, man. You know, Mom's Castro, our Filipino mom up here. She was like, "You have to try." I was like, "Well, fuck it. That shit tastes good." They got a few different kinds of them too, but I like my grapes regular.
I would
Moon
like,
drops.
I would like to try some dick.
Moon
Some
drops.
big ass fucking grapes. God
You see that
dang.
shit? I never even heard that shit. Yeah,
I would
motherfuckers
like-
is good, man.
How big are
Sheesh.
how big are these grapes?
They about not that long.
Oh yeah, that's not my type.
Ah,
All right, family.
All right, y'all.
Thank you again.
hey,
Another
man,
great
it's been-
session.
Peace.
yo, man, it's
Y'all
been
take it
real.
easy.
Yeah, all right.
Peace.
Peace.
These
Yeah, there it is.
motherfuckers, man. Are they natural, man, or those GMOs, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't even know the motherfuckers existed, but they're good. They're
Okay.
actually good. Yeah.
Give me some of those and fucking juice them. Shit.
Yeah, the motherfuckers good. Yeah, it's like 2 grapes in one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Stop sending those goddamn provocative fruits. And
I just figured I'd start with it. We ain't had a war in a long time.
I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
trying to get back at it. Like,
Yeah, man,
fuck with this nigga.
I'm all right, man. I go see a specialist tomorrow, man. I'm gonna get some sleep because I got to drive down to Castro Valley. Man, I mean, I'm receiving some great care, like really great care.
Cool.
They're trying to get to the bottom of why I have this shit. Not just get to the bottom, because again, it's the reoccurring theme is stress, but they want to figure out. They want to know if it's something else they could do besides medication, or if there's, any different medications for me to maybe take. I mean, I don't plan. The goal is not to be on 20 of them. I mean, I'm fortunate that they cut one out. They cut one out and cut one down by half, and they just put me on a newer one. And then I actually they got a date for me for cardiac rehab, so I'm set not to go back to work until the end of November.
Okay.
But I might be out a little bit long. But either way, man, listen, bro, I'm in good spirits, man, and really trying to do the right thing. Like
Watch what happens when you start dropping them pounds, man. Watch.
Oh,
when
bro,
they start pulling those damn meds, once you start getting those blood work done, and they say like, "Oh shit, you good here? You good here? You good there?" You just may need something to help you rest. That's it.
Yeah,
who
man,
knows?
I dropped a ton of weight before. I think it's just different. I got these fucking health issues, man. So he was like, "Don't get extreme with it." I mean, man, look, I don't necessarily even think it's extreme. I just think it's time for a change, man. It seems like you don't even see my life is dependent on this shit. So give me that zero sugar chobani. Some granola with this shit. That's what I had for breakfast today. I had a bowl of chobani. No, I wish it was. My wife bought this awful ass shit. I had to tell her, please don't buy that, baby. But it was yogurt, granola, blackberries. She said they're good for the heart, blueberries and strawberries. And that's what I
Yeah.
had.
That and a nice big old glass of fat-free water.
There
Yes.
you go. There you go.
Hey, man,
There
you know
you
when you go
go.
to Cali Muscle Way, go get you that watermelon diet.
Oh man, I saw that dude, man. He was on that watermelon diet. He looked sick as shit, man. Ugh.
Watermelon diet.
Yeah, all he ate was fucking watermelon because I can't stand the smell of watermelon. I hate watermelon. I might be the only brother who say that shit. Yeah, I
That's what I
can't
was
stand fucking watermelon. Candy, whatever. Keep that shit away from me. But
I love
yeah,
that
I
shit.
saw a dude who went on that watermelon diet, man. He slimmed the fuck down and all kind of crazy shit was going on with his body. All he ate was fucking watermelon.
Was
And
it
water.
bad shit that happened to him?
No, it was
No,
this
no.
former that remember that dude who did all those clips back in the day about
Yeah.
prison food and all that shit. Yeah,
Get
man,
your spread.
he's half the size.
Yeah.
Half the size, if that, man. And
I
he
might
went on
try
this
that
watermelon diet. And yeah, I just the smell of it just him talking about it made me sick. But yeah, teach his own.
Because I fuck with watermelon.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
he's looking good considering Cali Muscle isn't that tall either. You know,
Nah,
so,
he a
but
little dude.
he's under like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He's still muscular as shit though.
Oh yeah, he's
but
shredded,
it's just you could see everything, man. He
Yeah.
looked nasty.
He looked
He's
like
got that nasty ass skin.
he looked like that
Oh,
buff ass.
shit.
I shouldn't say this, but he looked like that buff ass. He looked like that buff ass monkey on Planet of the Apes.
Fresh off the press, man. New York Mayor Eric Adams just got indicted by the grand jury. On
Get the
TMZ.
fuck out of here.
He got indicted.
What,
On
what,
TMZ.
Picked up
what's the
a few people
charges?
in his cabinet.
Yeah.
Everything.
What's the charges?
Everything.
Well, probably everything. Yeah, think about it.
Probably.
His whole crew is just went down, man. We just talked about the damn fire chiefs. That's all under his banner, man.
And see when they asked him about that shit, he said that was the one the last administration, and when it came to us, we addressed it when we found out it and we properly reported it. Nah, motherfucker, you doing some bullshit too.
Yeah.
Let's touch on it.
New York Mayor Eric Adams indicted after corruption probe.
Yeah, they said the charges are sealed, expected to to drop tomorrow.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by federal prosecutors following a months-long corruption probe that has engulfed City Hall and prompted a string of resignations and retirements from high-ranking members of the Democrats' administration. The charges against Adams, 64, will be unsealed by the Southern District of New York's Attorney's Office on Thursday, according to multiple U.S. media reports. It would make him the first New York mayor to be indicted while in office. In a statement, Adams said, "I always knew that if I stood my ground for New Yorkers that I would be a target, and the target I became. No." The former police officer who was elected in 2021, vying to be tough on crime, added, "If I am charged, I am innocent, and I will fight this with every ounce of my strength and spirit." Adams, a centrist Democrat and former Brooklyn borough president, had campaigned on Law and Order platform and pledged to crack down on homelessness in New York. His time in office has been marred by accusations of cronyism, as well as growing criticism of his administration's haphazard handling of migrants bussed in from the southern border.
Yeah, man. He's going down just like everybody else.
You know what, though?
Take your plea, homie. Take your plea.
Let me ask you this, though. How much do you think this has to do? Listen, man, how much do you, I'm not even going to go there. Let me just say this. How much do you think this has to do with him criticizing the Biden administration? Because now I'm going to say this, him along with Gavin Newsom, except for the wording was different. Gavin Newsom, I want to say at some point last year said, you know, send all your homeless. No, I think it was during COVID. He said, send all your homeless here. We'll take care of you. And so then we got this influx of homeless people. Well, Eric Adams was up there talking about talking about the southern states and saying, yeah, we'll take the illegals, send them up here, we'll take care of them. they wasn't really expecting the governor of Texas to really send them the motherfucking migrants.
I don't think it's that deep. I think it's actual like what happened we talked about earlier about the fire chiefs. It's follow the money. Fuck the damn immigrants. Yeah, I get like he has a target on his back. Sure, that's gonna come with it. When you say, I saw him saying, yeah, we'll take him and Gavin Newsom was like,
no. This is what I'm saying, big bro. Just and maybe let me shorten it. He was criticizing the Biden administration heavily because they did not have the finances. Like this shit was breaking New York City, and that was his thing. He was talking about. He was criticizing Kathy Hochul one minute, then the next minute he wasn't criticizing her, and he was outright saying, "Hey, the Biden administration, this presidential administration, is not helping us with these migrants." And you know, I was listening to a lot of political commentators said that's not going to work very well for him in the long run. So, do you think it's a follow the money situation, or do you think it could possibly be the fact that he criticized this administration so heavily, and now that now he has a different kind of target on his back?
It could be both. But my angle, the way I'm looking at it, as what are we supposed to do next month? Well, in November.
There you go.
It's an election year, and also follow the fucking money. And
Right.
he's not the only one that's just going down. It'd be different if the dominoes wasn't already falling.
Right.
It was him, his assistant. I was like, how come everybody you employed or whatever is going down but you? I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was going to be like this. This is some New York shit. He got jammed up. Yeah, and it's just a perfect storm. So it could be what you were talking about. It could be politics, one-on-one. It's an election year. It make, the Dems or whatever look bad. Shit, hell yeah. It could be all that stuff, man. But
look,
so many people have just been going down. That's his right hand, got to resign, and then other folks like, man, I got to step down too. Then the fire chiefs, everybody is getting bit, and the fire chiefs ain't got shit to do with, the immigrants coming in or whatever. It's something bigger going on, man.
Look at it,
much bigger.
Yeah, it is. New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez joined those calls on Wednesday, saying that she could not see how Mayor Adams could continue governing New York City. Brad Lander, the city comptroller, who was also running for mayor, said Adams should see. Look, are these federal charges? Because they've been in his ass for the better part of a year, year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I say this Ocasio bride is she.
It's fed. I mean, these are federal charges, man. Meaning they got what they need. The feds, when they got you in their crosshairs, man, that's it. Yeah. They got you on something. So again, the people he employed, his whole camp came in like a pile of shit, and people now they smelling it.
Right.
Like, oh man, we got to clean house, man. And again, it's an election year, so it's just not. It's not looking good for Pimp. I knew it. Something was going to sting him because everybody around him has been going. They've been dropping like flies,
a motherfucker.
Man.
They've been getting laptops,
everything. Yeah, raiding people's houses. So that's when I was like, oh boy, the alphabet's on you. You're done. And you see this. That's why you don't think this wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
That whole statement, he had that shit probably a month ago when his right hand, like, I think I need to resign.
Yeah.
I
bet you do.
Who was that one dude who just killed himself? Was it New York?
Yeah, it was a judge.
A judge fucking killed himself in a shootout with the police. They came to get his ass or whatever, and he shot himself. Or they said they don't know yet because he was in a shootout, but is looking towards like a suicide. But yeah, he didn't want to go in, and I think he embezzled only like $65,000, something like that, and he ended up. See. Like I said, man, this is something bigger and stinkier.
We about to find some shit out.
Yeah, so the shit should drop. Yeah, I just saw that shit. I was like, something's going on in fucking New York City.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
It's been real.
All right, family. Signing out. Peace. Love y'all.
Same, brother. Love y'all, brothers, man. Peace, man.
Love y'all too, man.
Peace.
We leaving it up?
Nope.
Okay. What's up, man?